Welcome back to Bailiwick of Guernsey Shipwrecks. I'm Joe P. Fallais, and tonight is going to be a proper night dive. So we're going to head down to probably the cement wreck and try and get on that one. Fingers crossed we start seeing some squid and stuff like that. I noticed there's a load of people now fishing up on the breakwater here on the fish quay, and they're after squid as well. You can tell they're after squid because they got the little glow in the dark jigs they fling out and then reel back, plugging almost for them. Sea state is going to be nice and smooth, which is what we need really, because there's nothing worse than trying to go out and do a night dive, which is inherently dangerous if it's not planned properly, and you need to have the right weather. So I think we've hit it lucky in tonight. All the other boys are at the cafe. We're going to wait until it's almost dark. I think we'll leave in port about 7:30. It's now about 6:30. Get in the water for about 8 o'clock, so it's going to be a proper dark dive, this one. Stay tuned and we'll be back soon. It's very dark. Is that Matt? Looks like Matt. Yeah, it's Matt. But you can't see anything, eh? It's black.
I think we're a bit early to have the boat running, John.
It's a proper night dive, actually dark. It's not quite a full team. Paul, Phil, Sally, Matt and Richard at the wheel. You can't even see me, but Molly's not here. It's completely pitch black.
I'm scared.
It's eerily quiet as well. Past 7, we've left on time. That is a decent torch, look at it. Ready, Richard? Are we good, Richard? Welcome back to the cement wreck for another visit around in the dark. I tell you what, these night ones are really good for the crustaceans. You can see here a lobster below my gauge trying to reach up and snip me, and also a large shanker to the right hand side. Plenty of lobsters out on this. Basically that's when they come out to have a little look around, try and catch some food. Stay in their holes all day and then come out at night. There's less chance of them getting eaten as well. We're currently towards the stern, in the rearmost hold. I think Matt and Sally have come down to feed the congers, but I can't see many at the moment. I'll leave it to them. I fancy keeping my fingers. As we enter approximately midship, we go into the hold right towards the bow. Just to my left I notice another lobster hidden down between two plates. And sitting just behind him is a smaller, well, pretty large prawn I'd say. As darkness is set, he feels confident to come out and come and say hello. It's either that or he's finding somewhere better to hide. I think it was the latter. The lobsters are so much more playful in the dark. Look how active this one is. Quite a large brown edible crab. Phil's just giving it a bit of a stroke on its head. This is one of the grills of the scoppers which would have been on a gunnel. I'll swim down the side of the boat, have a little check on my air, another little glance at my bottom time. I'm already down to 6 minutes. This basically means if I stay another 6 minutes I'll go into decay. Doesn't really matter because we're only doing one dive. As I approach the corner I see something flap down in the right hand corner. Not quite sure what it was, to start off with. Just see the sand getting kicked up. I was actually a little bit worried what it was. See if I can find it. It went under this ledge here. I can see what it is. Some sort of squat lobster. It's a huge one as well. Just see its claws here. This small rectangular room here would have been the head. The head is a toilet on a boat. You can still see it there. The pan, the top part of the pan's rusted out. It's probably made out of metal. Our plan was to swim all the way to the bow area. Now we're up on the forecastle. Quick check on my air. Plenty. I'm going to swim all the way along right to the stem. All the corals seem to be out, the polyps and the coral seem to be out feeding as well, which is nice. This is one of the mooring bollards. And on the right hand side you'd see a large winch. This is for weighing the anchors. The anchors are long gone. I think they got salvaged by divers many moons ago. The fair leads are still there in the floor, and some of the front of the gunnels are there. The inky darkness down there. Anything could be hiding there. These are the fair leads. Sometimes when you get the tide right you can feel some of the tide pushing up through the holes. Four minutes left, still good. The anchor chain would have come out the winch and down this hole. Got all the jewel anemones, they're all open and feeding. Now heading back to the shot line. I've got 4 minutes bottom time and it's probably going to take me 5 minutes to swim back. Not an issue. So we drop down into the front hold. Phil charges the luminescence on his gauge so he can see it without his torch. Can't tell you how dark it actually is on these shipwrecks. It is so dark it's unreal. Literally, it's darker than closing your eyelids and putting your hands over your face. There is no light whatsoever. That's why we always carry backup torches as well. Me and Phil have been noticing or feeling stuff swimming into us. Didn't know what it was. I thought it possibly could have been squid, but it seems to be these little fish. Now I think these might be smelts. This one has swum flat out into the side of the gunnel. Seems to have dazed itself. Now I'm sure this is what all the tuna's been feeding on, these smaller fish. Seems to be okay again now. Probably caused himself a bit of brain damage. Here's another lobster. They literally find the smallest piece of wreckage to hide under. And he is just waiting for something to swim past or drop down through the water column so he can start eating on it. Phil explaining this is a anti-aircraft gun base. We're down to 1 minute now. Can't believe how many crabs, how many crustaceans are on this thing. They're all quite decent size as well. They're definitely keepers. Well, we're not here to collect crabs or lobsters. We're just here to have a little bit of a film and a little bit of fun. we reach the halfway point back towards where the shot is, we notice there's little noses sticking out of these, I don't know what they are, maybe bases of some sort or some sort of cubes, could be tanks. They're congers, small congers. We haven't seen many large congers on this wreck yet, but it has actually got a few big congers on it. So Phil and Matt are just having a little look. Another one of these fish had just hit me there to the right hand side of the screen. It's definitely the torches. The torches seem to be... There he is. It's the torches, I think, are confusing him. He's probably picking up that backscatter and he thinks, oh, that's some food, and heads towards it. But in the process, it's hitting me in the side. I had one in the back of the head and then two on the right hand side of the rib cage. Another baby. This one's a baby shanker. Here's a leopard goby, and here's the head of a large conger. No need to be scared of them. They're quite approachable. They will bite you if they had to, but you'd be nice to them, they'd be nice to you. Some are more curious than others. Here's a squid. Don't stay around here for long, mate, you'll get eaten. Let's try and grab it. No. A little puff of sepia and it's off. I like seeing these squids, but I prefer to see the ones that are about 2 foot long. Again, there's two huge shankers there, or brown edible crabs as everyone knows them in England. Quickly coming to the end of our dive. One last little look in the rearmost hold. This is where normally the large congers are. To my left you can see an anti-aircraft gun, destined for the Channel Islands, or destined for Guernsey in the war. I think this was the same lobster that was trying to reach up to snip me. Me and Phil are now grabbing our strobes. This is our way of telling the other divers we're no longer on the wreck. On our way up, I try and keep the camera rolling all times. You never know what you're going to see. Here we can see a comb jelly. We're also still getting attacked by these silver fish. As me and Phil are sitting doing our safety stop, trying to catch something in Phil's light, we see the other two coming back up the line. Some people refer to the ocean as inner space, and I can see the similarities. There was a few squid swimming towards us, but we couldn't catch them on film. It probably left because Matt was hiding in the dark. You literally can't see anything of him apart from his computer. There's just something about a night dive when the water's nice and clear. Don't know if it's all the colours reflecting off the light. Very soothing. It's about time we got back on the boat. One thing I want to do is hang a heavy line down in the deep water. Maybe sit round about 15-16 metres after the lights have been on for a good half an hour and see what we can film. I think that'd be quite cool.
How many fingers?
Oh, I still got all mine.
Still got all yours?
Yeah, I don't do stupid things like that anymore.
Stop down there.
Got all your fingers?
Full fingers and toes.
Oh, that's good.
That's good. Too many big chankers down there. Awesome. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah. Loads of the lights, so what are they called? Fluorescent, whatever it's called.
Any squid?
One squid, but there's loads of them little blue fish. As soon as you shine the light on them.
Queue behind you.
Yeah, here. Oh, there is, sorry. That's very good. Bioluminescence, that's what I'm picking up.
That's the best I've seen. Bioluminescence is the best I've seen. Show us your fingers, Sal.
Yeah, wave your hands.
You got them all?
I was feeding the lobsters as well as the congers.
Oh, don't tell Dennis.
Oh, I've never seen so many lobsters in my life. They were walking around everywhere. He'll put his hand on the floor and I'm like,
Yeah.
You slide the ladder along.
Hey?
Slide the ladder along.
It's like... No. Oh.
The whole guy was like, lobsters. That's what the tuna's after. Those things. Yeah. That goes swimming into my mouth. That's the best bioluminescence I've seen, I think.
yeah. You're coming up with a little wrist. What's he doing?
Oh,
So I tried waving back and I'm like, that's what it is.
Yeah, it's fun. I was trying to say, turn the lights on.
How was that for you, Sal?
That was lovely.
They all say that.
If you enjoyed that, please leave a thumbs up and even have a little comment. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe, and there's plenty of room for more people to come on the boat digitally. I'll catch you on the next tide.